We only have one, Siddharth, who is attending online. Hi, Siddharth, can you hear me? Okay, fine. We will start. I'll introduce myself. Later, you introduce yourself. Yeah. Okay, so I am Akshata Chavan and I look after the placement operations for Pune. Basically, West region, major focus on Pune. Okay, so whatever regarding your placements or your, I'll be the first point of contact for anything you're having in regards to your placements. Okay. Any more introduction you want? I'm with Ematicus with Pune Center for last 7 months, and we are placing good numbers. We belong to the career service team, aiming at placing you all. So this is Sahil sir.
Hi guys, Sahil. So I'm going to take care of your placement. Right, so this is your first month, second month?
First month. Third week, I guess.
So this is our first intervention?
First intervention.
So it's too early, but you should know. Second thing is, we'll keep sharing things here, so you can prepare accordingly. Right?
Yes, let's start with their introduction. Can you start? So I will tell you what we need. We want your name, then your qualification, year of graduation or master's, whatever is the highest. Then why have you selected this PGA program? What is your current location? And if you're having any kind of work experience. Got it?
My name is Pankaj from Nasik. I done my mistake from 2021 from Nasik. And I have no experience.
You have done graduation in the year 2021. In which field?
Computer application.
Yes.
I'm from July. I am engineering field.
No experience you have. And which year have you completed your engineering? 2020. Yes.
Myself, so I have completed my civil engineering itself. I have passed out in 2021. MBA in business analytics.
MBA in business analytics from?
From AI.
Okay, is it a full time or a part time one? So how do you manage? This is also your weekday program, right? Which you are attending. So what time you have your lectures for your business analytics?
It's from 30 to 4:30.
Okay. So you have lecture today?
No.
Yes.
Good afternoon. I'm Kalpesh from Pune itself. I have completed my mechanical engineering from MIT College of Engineering in 2017. I have 3 years of experience in automobile sector as a quality engineer.
What is your year of graduation?
2017.
17. Any master? Have you completed your masters after that?
No.
After that, you were working.
Yeah.
No experience.
I'm from Mumbai. I took my graduation from Mumbai MS Business.
My name is Umesh Kawati. Basically from I do my graduation mechanical
2017 and after your graduation in mechanical designing.
I completed graduation from
2021. A fresh.
graduation in mathematics.
BS in mathematics. From Bangalore University. So, were you in Bangalore? Was it a full time one or? Graduation is from Bangalore. Post graduation from Bangalore. And graduation? Sorry? Some. Do you have any work experience?
You are in final year.
Is it?
Getting over this year. It's getting over this year.
When are you having your final exams? July, September, you will be getting. Is it a full time? Part time?
Good afternoon. My name is Suresh. I am from Saharanpur. My computer engineering from Dr. Development School of Engineering. My past of year is
Yes.
my name is
Construction industry. What was your role? Can you just elaborate your role? Okay, okay, got it. Yeah.
I'm Taylor Kuiskar. I'm currently a final year mechanical engineering student. I'm doing my bachelor's from MIT Purchase University, which is in Portugal. My exams will be getting over by this year.
You don't have any experience. Yes.
This is Sai. I have done a master's in microbiology in 2015, and I have been working since 2015 with 10 years of experience. Currently, I am working with the market research as content and technical editor, and I'm currently more than 20 years I am here.
Okay, and what is your graduation and master's into?
Microbiology.
Microbiology, both.
Which year course? I have completed a master's in 2015. Master's and graduation. 2013. 7 years experience. You're not working now? Yeah, working. So when did you start working? In 2015 or 3 years now. June 2015 I started. I'm very proud.
Yes, next.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Vedant Chandu. My brother is mechanical from
Which year?
2020.
20?
20.
2020. And any work?
एक मिनट 2020 के बाद क्या किया? What did you do after that?
I was into something else.
Something else.
Yes. And I would like to talk with you in person.
Sorry?
I'll talk with you in person.
Oh.
Yes.
My name is Shyam Prakash. Graduation from Master of Commerce.
Year of graduation?
2020.
2020. Yes. No work experience. Fine. So no commerce background candidates we have in this batch. Yes, Siddharth and Vaishnavi, can you introduce yourself? Yeah, hybrid. Siddharth, Vaishnavi, are you on call? Vaishnavi, can you unmute yourself? Fine. So we are not responding. We'll continue. So everyone, are you done with your induction? Yes, no. Yes. Everyone, right?
If you are saying no, right? Can you raise your hand?
Anyone who are, is your induction done with the training team?
No.
No. Who are not done with the induction? Can you raise your hands? Induction is basically your first orientation session where the training team introduce themselves to you. They introduce the process and your syllabus. The schedule is given to you. Is this done? No. No for you guys. So directly you started with your batch.
Sir, some students are coming कुछ जो मतलब स्टूडेंट है ना वो बात में एक्टिव है तो उनको इसमें कंबाइन कर दिया है.
Okay, fine. Okay. So as today is your first intervention, we are connecting for the first time. So we'll discuss the ICR agreement first, and later on we'll move forward. Okay. So I hope everyone is aware about the ICR agreement which you are supposed to sign with Imarticus, right?
When you say no, say no. Don't say
Be loud.
no.
You were not aware.
Yeah, say no.
Fine. So there is a ICR agreement where I'll be discussing the terms and conditions for placements. Okay, and I'll be also sharing this agreement with you all guys on mail. You have to sign the copy and share it back with me, along with few other details which I'll discuss later. So let's start with the ICR agreement first. Can we start? Starting with the training to placement journey. So the show has just begun. I'll just read it out and we'll discuss whatever doubts you're having later on. I'll also explain in between. The show has just begun. Imarticus Learning Career Service teams aims to provide relevant opportunity to all the certified and eligible learning in different programs. A team of placement officers are positioned at each major location to ensure a seamless campus to corporate journey. So in your case, we are the career service team who are based out in Pune. So starting with the training, students get trained on the modules as per the product line. So I hope you all have the schedule. Anyone who is not having the schedule with them? Everyone has, right? Yeah. Then there is certification. Student post clearing all the necessary assessments are put in the placement pool. So once you complete all the assessments which are already told to you, you have the LMS access. All the assessments you have to complete over there. Once you complete all the assessments, all your mocks, you are taken forward for the placements. Only after completion of all these things. Then interviews, learners will be given interview opportunities depending on their grades and scores. So who is not aware about the grades, the tiering system which we have? T1, T2, T3 and T4. You're not aware. Fine. So we have a grading system where T1 is 90% and above, T2 is 80% and above, T3 is 75% and above. And the T3 ones are not eligible for placements. T4 one. Okay. So if you want more details on this, you can connect with Utkarsha. Okay. Then there is placement. Students join a particular company post successful BGC clearance, that is a background clearance verification. Then we have our ICR agreement. This will be also shared on mail with you always. This agreement between Imarticus and the student witnesses the mutual understanding and acceptance of the following terms. Imarticus will provide the ICR service to the student via Superset platform. Email, mobile notification and SMS will be sent to the registered email address and mobile number via Superset. So we have a platform known as Superset, from where you will be getting all the opportunities for placements. We will be posting all the opportunities on Superset and you have to apply for the opportunities through Superset. You'll be getting the access for it once you complete your level 2. So the student is solely responsible for continuous monitoring of the superset account to check positions, vacancies posted by Ematicus. So whatever email ID and mobile number is registered with us, it will be synced with the superset account, and you'll be getting notifications on the registered email address and mobile number. You are solely responsible to continuous check your superset. You have to frequently keep logging into your superset and check the opportunities which are given. Keep your notifications on that so that whenever I'm posting anything on superset, you are getting a notification and you're not missing out on any opportunity. To apply to the job opening, student should log in to their superset account through laptop, desktop or mobile app. So you have to log in either through laptop, desktop or your mobile download app in your phone. Opportunities will be posted in the job profile section of superset. There is a job profile section where all the opportunities will be posted and you have to apply from there. Each student from the placement assured program will be given 5 interview opportunities. If the student fails to be placed after 5 such attempts, he or she needs to go through an assessment, and post clearing the assessment only will be rolled out in the placement pool again. Okay, so we'll be giving you 5 interview opportunities. You can apply for whatever positions are posted on superset. You can apply for all of the applications which are there, but 5 interview chances you will be getting. And if you're not able to clear this 5 interview, it means your domain knowledge is not good or you're lacking somewhere. Be it any reason, it will we will collect the feedback, and on the basis of the feedback, further things will be discussed. But if you're not able to clear 5 interview, it means you're lacking. Hence, you have to go for a remock again. Once you clear the remock, your scores will be updated, and only after your scores are updated, you'll be rolled out for the placements again. And again, more 3 opportunities will be given to you. It is like very rarely it happens that you're not able to clear any of the interview from this 5. First offer will be considered as your final offer. So whatever offer you're getting first, like you apply for any many companies, you'll be applying for whatever companies are posted. But when you're applying, make sure you're going through the job description, the CTC which is given, the location, and then you're applying. Because once you're getting an offer, whenever you apply, it means you have gone through all the details and you have applied. You are willing to join the company if you're getting the offer. So whenever you're getting the offer, you cannot back out. You do not have the liberty to reject any offer. Whatever offer is coming to you first, you have to accept it. First offer will be considered as your final offer. A student who applies for a position and then backs out at any stage of the process without prior approval from the placement team will be barred from placements. So if you're applying, as I told, if you're applying, make sure you're going for the interview, and if you're getting the offer, you're taking the offer. You cannot back out from a scheduled interview or any, whatever the reason. Only in case of emergency, if you're having any emergency, you have to at least inform us so that we are keeping our client informed about the same. And it is not spoiling our relation, right? A student who is no show at any scheduled interview will be barred from applying for any further opportunities. If you have a scheduled interview, you are not supposed, you cannot just miss out the interview. Okay, you will be already getting the schedule or you will be informed about it. Sometimes it happens that you get a direct call. In case of direct calls, if you're missing it, inform us. Or if the interview is already scheduled, you have to attend it. In case of any genuine reason, you are supposed to inform us and take the approval from us. The student is expected to conduct himself or herself in an ethical manner. Unethical behavior such as cheating during the selection process or misrepresentation of fact in a resume will disqualify the student from placements. So yes, whatever you're mentioning in your resume, make sure you have certification and documentation of it. If you're mentioning any certificate, you have completed any of master's degrees, whatever you're mentioning in your resume, you have certifications and proper documents of it. As soon as the student receives the offer of employment with an organization via the ICR service will be considered fulfilled and the contract will expire. As I told, first offer will be considered as your final offer. Once you are placed, once you get an offer, you won't be eligible to apply for any further opportunities. post the final mock, if a particular student has been graded in T3, he or she does not have an option to apply to the companies of their choice and will have to abide by the drives that are being offered to them. However, student has an option of improving their grades after another mocks limited to 2. So if you are falling under T3 category, you don't have an option to select your company and you have to apply for whatever company are falling under T3. So there we also have bifurcations client wise, like T1 and T2 students are given some specific clients with a specific CTC, and T3 students, we will be sharing the opportunities of like T3 clients will be shared with you all guys and you have to apply for all them. So you have an option to upgrade your scores by giving remocks, which is limited to 2. The student can contact the placement coordinator of the center where he or she completed the course whenever he or she requires any clarification about the organization or the vacancy. So whatever, if we are posting anything on Superset and if you want more clarification about the role, you can connect with us. The student should not contact the HR directly and all the communication should be through Ematicus. If at all you're getting a call also from the HR, you're not supposed to give them a call back to ask for your feedback. So this is a view of your Superset portal. Once you register yourself, your profile will be looking similar to this. There is a job profile section, home ke baaju mein, where you will be getting all the opportunities. Make sure you're keeping your notifications on so that you're not missing on any opportunity. Okay. These are the job posts.
Size of batch we have, we should use
Other right, yeah.
like,
First time is this the attendance is full or every time you have this much? First time this is.
Looking even that in
Getting back. You can shift in another class. रिमोट बंद है ऐसे भी होता है चालू हो गया I don't want things. Is this visible or you want us to switch off the lights? What's this? Your attendance?
outside will be there. You must be in the doubts.
Yes. Can we continue? So coming to the placement eligibility. Student needs to score at least a T3 to get eligible for the placement pool. Student scores below T3 tiering essentially have to go for retraining and reappear for mocks. So if you are falling under like below T3, you are not eligible for placements and it will be considered as a reject category. T4 is a reject category. If you're falling under T1, T2, T3, you will be getting the placement opportunities. Again, T3 students, you do not have an option of selecting a company of your choice. So if you want good companies, be in T1 and T2. A learner has to meet the minimum attendance and other program criteria. All the assessment, this was done in the induction. What are the criteria? This were mentioned in your induction part. So if you're not clear with it, you can connect with Utkarsha, who is from the training team, and you can clear all your doubts with her regarding the criteria which we're having. All the assessments are mandatory to complete with a minimum score 60% and above. The assessments which I told you, which are there on your LMS and your final mocks, you have to complete all of them to be eligible for placements. Student attend a final mock. Student attendance in final mock is compulsory with a minimum score of 60% and above. To get eligible for tier 1 companies like Tiger Analytics, Sama Technologies, Capgemini, etc., student have to score at least T1 or T2 as per the grade book. Anyone who I hope you all have opened your grade book. नहीं? नहीं? क्यों? Second day है आज. What topic is ongoing? SQL is ongoing. इसके पहले who is from the start? क्या हुआ इसके पहले?
SQL हुआ पूरा.
SQL पूरा हुआ. Python start हुआ. And you have joined 2 days prior. So how are you going to continue with your SQL?
The faculty have changed. That's why they are starting from start.
Who was the faculty previously?
Kushal.
And now who's the faculty?
Pranjal Mishra.
Which day?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The interview parameters. Communication, excellent communication skill is required to crack the interview of tier 1 firm. Work on improving your communication skills if required. Feel free to reach out to your soft skill trainer for the same. You had your soft skill session today, right?
Yeah, right.
So if you feel like you have to improve in your presentation, communication, whatever it be, connect with Kaushal sir. Okay? Communication is the first part because your screening will be done on the basis of your communication. If you are getting the screening select on your first round, then only you will be taken forward for the domain now. So only good with domain will not help. Communication is also the must. Your domain knowledge, 50% of the question asked in the interview are from basics and test your fundamentals. Make sure your level 1 topics are strong enough. Your SQL, Python, SQL is strong enough because most of the questions which are asked, be it it also depends on the role. If you're going for a machine learning one, then you have to be clear with your machine learning part. But most of the questions, be it a machine learning role, you'll be also asked question based on your Python, SQL, and SQL. Be thorough with your level 1. Then these are the checklist. Points to be noted: company takes time to complete their hiring process. Hence, patience is a great virtue. So whenever you're applying for any of the position, just don't keep on chasing. If you're applying today, don't start chasing us from tomorrow because it takes time. There is a process which we have to follow, which the client follows. We screen your profiles, then we forward it to the client. Then there is a screening from the client side. So once your profile gets shortlisted, your interview is scheduled. Once your interview is scheduled, you'll be getting a call regarding the same, and after which you'll be giving the interview. So there is a process, and every client has their own process. Some they have the aptitude test round, some directly come up with the interview. So the process differs. You are expected to keep patience till the time you're getting the feedback. Relocation: major analytic firms like Tiger Analytics, Transorg, etc. do not have their regional offices all over India. So students should be ready to relocate. So do not restrict yourself with the particular location. If you're doing so, you will be missing on opportunities because we do have opportunities outside of Pune as well. Do not restrict yourself for a particular location, be it Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore. Be open for all the locations and keep applying for all the locations. Answers to the interview question should be backed with an example. This ascertains the clarity of concepts. This is the basic thing which you are like we are expecting you to do. Whenever you are asked a question, make sure you're explaining in your own words maybe, but give an example and try to explain your answer. Resume CV should be in PDF format only. No Word format, only in PDF format. It should be signed off by your soft skill trainer. So whenever you're having the resume building sessions, you update your resume and take a sign off from Kaushal sir or whoever your soft skill trainer be. It should be only in PDF format. Also, the resume name should be with your name. For example, if I am sharing my resume name will be Akshata Chavan and not resume 123, resume 1, updated resume, whatever be. Okay? Resume in your name only in PDF format. If you have any other plans like higher education or deferment of placement process, please inform us in advance. So if you are planning your higher educations or you're not looking for placement immediately after you complete your program, you're required to keep us posted about the same. You have to drop us a mail that you're not looking for placements immediately after completion of your program, and within this duration you'll be coming for placements, so that we will, and whenever you're coming back you have to give a remo and make sure the duration is not more than 6 months. If in case of 6 months, it will need a specific approval from the team, management team. But between 6 months, you can come back and you have to give a remo. But just that you have to keep us informed. If we are not aware about it, we will be considering you for placements immediately after you complete your program. We'll be sharing you opportunities. If you're not applying, we'll drop you a mail that you are not applying, give us a reason. If you're failing to do so, we'll consider you not as you are not for placements. Okay? Clear? Students are required to clear all their dues to get eligible for placement service. So the process is, I'll be getting the confirmation from finance team and the governance team, confirmation from finance team on clearance of your dues, and from the governance team on clearance of your assessments and mocks. Only after this, I'll be considering you all for placements in my pool. Okay? So these are the point of contacts. As most of you are from Pune, your point of contact will be me. But in case anyone is looking for any other location, or online students, maybe if you are from any other location, for North region, it is Geetika. You can just take a screenshot or note down the mail IDs. For North region, it is Geetika, Rajat, Bangalore, it is Brinda, Chennai, Coimbatore, Mukesh and Yuraj, Hyderabad, it is Munaiza, Andheri, it is Aishwarya, Pune, it is Akshata, Thane, it is Aishwarya. Preferred mode of communication. Yeah. But in case if anyone is from any other location, they can take a photo of this. This is this shared with you all?
No.
This is shared in the induction. But preferred mode of, in case if you're from Pune, you will be however getting my mail ID. Preferred mode of communication, given the volume, kindly avoid seeking updates through calls and WhatsApp messages as much as possible. Please drop an email to your concerned coordinator for any query. So let's start following the process and use email as a preferred mode of communication. Done? So these are the escalation level in case if you are connecting with us, if you are trying to connect with your coordinator and you are not getting any reward, any response from our side, like you can expect a reward within 24 to 48 working hours. If we fail to do, you are supposed to give us a reminder on the same mail. And even after your reminder, we are not supposed to, we are not replying, we are not reverting, we are not coming back to you. You can escalate it further. For North and South region, it is Kumar Manish. The mail ID is given. For West region, it is Joy Vaz. So if you all are from Pune, the escalation level will be Joy Vaz. I hope you are not reaching to Joy anytime because you'll be getting the reward from my end. Done? Yes. So do we have any questions? Grade system is like if you are aspiring for T1, your percentage of final score should be above 90. Above 90 is T1. Yes, this is no. You can switch on the right. Yeah, 90% and above is T1, 80% and above is T2, 75% and above is T3. These are the scores which you will be getting after your level 3 mock, the final scores. But to get this scores, your level 1, level 2, level 3 should be in a sequel, right? You should be scoring good marks in all 3 levels. Final year. There are many. It depends on the role which we are having. Like now, I have Tiger Analytics, Ignitarium, Bungee Tech, which are the higher salary, which give you the highest package. And these are under T1, T2. I also have some roles of the same companies, but they are falling under T2 and T3 just because of the package. What level are you going in? If you are an experienced candidate and if you're going for a specific role, then the package may differ. The range is 3 to 6. 3 to 6 is the range. It depends on your performance in your program all over, and the package also will be different. Last time we had one candidate. He was an experienced candidate, but he was having the experience into software development, and he got a package of 7.5 in budget. So it also depends on your performance.
Yes.
You can apply externally, but why are you here then? ऐसे इतना 10 कंपनी में से एक भी पसंद नहीं आएगी. So what is your preferred location? Pune. Why? तो relocate वगैरह कुछ ऐसे होना नहीं है, कुछ नया ट्राई नहीं करना. 3 to 6 is the range, and it depends on how good are you cracking the interview. Whatever, whenever I'm opening anything, I'll be mentioning the salary as well. Then it depends on you if you're applying or not. Yes, is the tiering part clear? I hope no one is going to come to me after applying that you are not okay with the salary, with the location, or you're not okay with the job role which you're getting. Because you should go through all these details and then apply. Don't just blindly apply. It's very soon to discuss on your domain part. 2 days, 1 week. Anything you want to add from your side? If you have any questions, you can continue with your questions, then he'll continue. Anything from your side? No questions. Is the ICR clear?
I think you can between graduation and post-graduation.
And how is the gap looking like? 1 year, 1 year, 2 years,
1 year.
1 year gap, education gap. And what were you doing in this 1 year? Nothing. Nothing. Graduation is into computer science and masters. So you were planning, you were thinking of what masters should you go for in this 1 year. Keep your reasons ready. Convincing reasons and genuine ones. Anything else? Is the ICR clear? Okay, so I'll be sharing this ICR copy with you all on mail, and with the ICR copy, I'll also share a Excel sheet in which I'll mention what all details are required for me, you will have to fill up the Excel sheet and share it back with me along with the signed copy of ICR and a photograph of yours. Average placement numbers in a month, in a quarter, in a year. For a batch, it is 20, like depends on the batch size, obviously. But month wise, if I'm telling highest was 25. 25 people, of course. People, 25 people was the highest in a month. Overall,
What are the chances to get placed in the business when they are at 20 people in this batch?
I am very sure if you are 20 people, 4 of you might not go till your level 3 completion on with your batch. Like some might take a gap, some might delay in their mocks and everything. So if you are 22, I'll be getting only 16, 17. 16, 17 is the highest number I'm assuming from your batch. Be it, I'm like, I'll put you in a star batch and then I'll consider 16, 17 people maximum from your batch. I'm very sure that some of you might like delay in your mocks or any of anything, the reason be. So if you're coming in a specific, like if suppose if you're coming in July in my pool, so from July you'll be starting to get any opportunities. If you're having excess opportunities, it will be shared during your in training as well. If you're applying for it, chances are that you are getting placed during your training. But if you want to go for placements only after completion of your program, then after you come, like in suppose July you're coming to my pool, from July I'll be starting sharing opportunities with you guys. If you're applying in the first week of July, by the second week you'll be lined up for some of the interviews, and then if you're able to crack first interview, you're already placed in the second week itself. Be confident on clearing your interview. It depends on you, how soon are you like aiming to get placed.
This is my first intervention. So out of my any batch it starts, I think that's where the foundation is and you're going to get great, right? So there are few things which you have to keep in your mind. I might have covered last time. So there are three basic things which apply to be asking on the open ending market. One is always. Second is Python. Python and machine learning. So let's suppose I take you guys for an engine and you say, sir, what kind of a test you do? Test. You ask me, so what kind of test you do? The answer you say that it's based upon SQL, it's based upon Python, it's based upon IT, ML, right? So kind of the whole accounting needs. So when you're going through training for this particular skills, now the next 2 months, ensure that you are going very religiously and rigorously, right? You have to follow everything on this topics, whatever they have. We have doubt. What I can sense here for last half an hour is nobody is raising a question. Right? Don't keep waiting for others to ask. Don't keep waiting. You are your own person. Right? So if you feel any doubt, please raise your hand and ask. Don't let it go. Right? So when you are being covered by this, please consent. Ensure you are being covered with that. Right? When you understand, then it becomes easy. But when you doesn't understand, you learn again. Right? Agree? So please understand the theory about this case, whatever is being taught, and then you get it. Anything you doesn't understand, you have a page. Come next day, you can again reach out to them. So please ensure you are in think all of this makes sense. Right? Because second question, most of you asked about the package, right? The CDC. I think CDC lies with you guys. The more good you are in skills, CDC can go to the next one. There was one guy last month from G technology, deep fashion. What he asked me, sir, what would be my expectation? Okay, like, how much I can reach up? I don't put the 3, 5, 6, 7, he cracked 12 lakhs. Not even 12 lakhs, 11.7. So I asked him, how did you crack? It was like, but I know one thing might do like access. Right? Even I never expected that, somebody would crack this much amount. But, so similarly, is an example with Tiger Analytics. Over the time, who cracked, one guy cracked 13 lakhs, one cracked 12 lakhs. My ex company was great level. So, there was a company called DS Group, and people cracked 35 lakhs. One year, 2 years, 2 years, that is a small to senior students. So, if you ask me, sir, what is the package? It's no. And you ask me, sir, can I be getting placed in 3 lakhs? Right? What if I get in placed in 3 lakhs? That's your choice. What kind of application you are applying for the job? That's supposed to be open something which is of 3 lakhs. Right? You apply. That means you are acknowledging that's IBS. Because you are applying. We are not forcing you to apply. Right? There is a bracket that says 4 to 12 lakhs. You apply. You know your salary will start from 4. It will go till 12. You have to prepare towards the JD, job description. Right? Now the bracket has been given. You can start with 4. If you do well, you can negotiate. Client has that reach. But you can only negotiate when you know how works your. Alright. So this all the questions lies with you were saying about the location, right? So when you say Pune, what is happening is you are exhausting yourself to minimum opportunities. So when you say Pune, I might open 2 in a month to Pune, right? I might get 10 for Bangalore because that's why Bangalore is number 1, right? I cannot make Pune Bangalore, right? So when those 2 opportunity comes, let's suppose 4 months, 8 opportunity comes, right? If you like the opportunity, you apply 2 out of 8. So you are stopping yourself for the options. Let's suppose that out of those 8 opportunities, 3 says 3 lakhs, right? Then you have to think all the factors. If I go to Bangalore, I have to take a rent, I have to take a PG, or I have to take a PhD. Where will that cost me? So taking here in Pune, 3 lakhs is worth 6 lakhs or 5 lakhs in Bangalore. So you have to be cost effective also while applying for the job. You cannot say, sir, Pune wants 7 lakhs. I can get you, but can you clear? Is the question. So you have to be right. So that kind of mindset you have to prepare. When we say tier 1, tier 2, when we say tier 1, tier 2, we are preparing you guys to ensure that you're doing well in a training and scoring good. Right? There are people who are in tier 2, still they're not able to crack it. Because at the end of the day, you have to speak well. If you're not practicing after being tier 2, there's no magic when nothing is going to happen. There's no magic that you can dare later. If you're tier 1, also you can get it. And there are people who are tier 3 and doing very good with the preparation and getting there. So it's at the end of the day, how much you are practicing. Right? So I think one of you asked what is the ratio in a batch, right? Ratio could be 0. None of you study, it could be 0. It could be everyone. You have to study. You should rather ask what is the ratio of openings. The relevant question. How many openings are there? how can you rate somebody else who is preparing this one? Right? But you can definitely do some kind of analysis. How many interviews I have attended on what I have done. Right? There are people who have attended interviews 8, 9. Is the next. Now, what should be the question? What should I prepare? Or they should say, sir, please wait, let me study. I know this is what it comes. This is the interviews I've attended. This is the question that comes. Let me prepare and come back. No, but what their question is, sir, that is the next. Interview is important, preparation is not. That is something that you face. You will not be lacking with the clients. You keep getting the clients. You keep getting the opportunities. You have to decide whichever you want, but you have to practice towards. When you get the job description, you get all the details. You have to prepare for it. Nobody is going to do it. You have to do it. Externally, also you can apply. That's your right, because you have anyhow you will be learning the skills, right? So you will be getting that. Maybe you never know if you get an opportunity, you get selected here. That's okay. But we will also do our best part to ensure that you keep getting the opportunities. But you have to ensure that you are in practice and you will be learning very hard. This is there is something called soft skills, right? Presentation. So at the end of the day, how it all starts is starts with the talking, right? So when you talk, then you move across whatever is there with you, right? When you can't talk, you can't express. So ultimately, you need to speak. Your aptitude test is not going to take you home. Not going to take you to the cities. Your verbal communication skills, your verbal talks, and the knowledge is going to take you. So ensure that you have been all of these soft skills, you have been equally paying their attention. You have been taking those classes and practicing. Right? What you can do is now you guys have a Google and all, but I don't know how it works these days, but newspaper is something you can always do. Right? Whenever free time, one gossip, one chat about it, serious, then please read the newspaper. Like, you can always enjoy your life, you can have 2-3 hours, as a spare time to enjoy. But apart from that, please study now. And there's no rocket science to crack any exam. It's just question. There's no rocket science. Seriously. I've seen people challenging me saying that you put me in this company again. And I've seen those people getting into company. There was a lady, she told that I did not put me in this company. I will not take the company name, I will not take the company. Okay. So I told her I'm not sure about it. Because she already applied in the company. She told her, if you could see, last 10 days I have not applied at the company. I told her I might not remember. Why? She was the reason is I was preparing towards this company. Shared the date. I was preparing and shared the profile, but I did not apply. But when is the company coming next? I told her, might take a visa. So then the company comes. She promised me that I practice. Right. So then I waited for time. She had 4 hours. What do you want? So back to 4 hours and challenging me and doing it. I had no hope. Right. Why no hope? Communication was weak. Still, it was weak when she was talking to me. Right? The confidence was, I don't know what reason. Maybe with the content, she knows what to say. And she tried. Right? So, there is additional stuff which you are going to add from this batch onwards. Such that we need to add is we have to keep sharing with them probably after when your SQL is started.
SQL is done, Python is
So
started.
probably after 10-15 days, let's share some kind of a debrief. We will debrief is there are companies who have been open, there are people who have been selected, right? So those selected people are given debriefs saying that this is what has come in. So those debriefs we would be sharing with you. Start preparing, from today onwards. When I say today onwards, when I'm telling you, right? And anything, any doubt, any question you have on debrief, so tell us. Don't say that it's a part of it. Because if you know the answer of the debrief, interview may I know. But if you say that trainers, this is a part of the teachers or teachers, they will feel affected because they definitely buy the syllabus. Right? Their duty is to follow the syllabus. So maybe it's there in the syllabus up and down, but you have to ensure you be smart enough when to ask. Right? So this is something, this exercise we are doing from your batch onwards. Because I've seen past people stuff. And also, we have a habit, whenever I put you guys through any interview, we will share the debrief notes. Let's suppose you have to acknowledge your guys. I'll make a group. Let's suppose I get to know from the client that 20 people who have been shortlisted out of 40 CVs lines. CVs shortlisted, right? And I'll share the WhatsApp group with you guys to join the group. When you join the group, 20 people join the group, then I share all the relevant information in prep material, what to prepare. I don't know what to prepare, but still some prep material I can share from our end. You can share as a exercise. Second thing we can share is the debrief. Debrief again, what has happened with the previous assignment. Again, we'll share one more debrief. What happened with the previous reject also. So reject will be you. Right? So then preparation is in your hands. Getting all these elements also you're not preparing, I cannot help you. Getting everything, yes, I don't get any selection, I'm fine. Then you deserve it, I deserve it. Right? So this is the best we can do for you guys. Career services team, you have to keep one thing in your mind, we're not technically sound. Our job is to get you engaged. Our job is not to be technically sound. When you ask me anything technical, I might say refer to your paper. But I can definitely help you what has come in it. Right? So keep your mindset on these topics, the elements which I provide right now, which won't find us. Keep in your mind throughout the day. Will definitely help. And all the answers lies with you. The more good you are in these three skills, that believe you guys can crack any. No matter about believe in opportunity, everybody gives you an opportunity to crack. Right? Idea is to fail you. Idea is to place you. Right? So the placement only goes to that level when you guys. Who are the example setter for us? There is a receiver you be. You tomorrow back 20 lakhs to happiest person. It's up to you. I could see there's a company called Trinity Mobility. They give 20 lakhs to the people. But you should have it doesn't interview any problem. They interview somebody who is they want a very good resume. So when it comes to resume also, you need to be very thorough what is critical. Right? Your projects has to be there. Your capstone project. Other projects which you have done, that should be there. Right? Don't write your data scientist. Right? Aspiring data scientist or aspiring data analytics. Don't Consider yourself as the data scientist. First B, then D. Alright. So these all things matters. Your CV, when you guys give an interview, your attire matters. What you're wearing matters. Right? Plus, now the market is being open. Don't be constrained. Don't be that kind of illusion that you're going to get work from. It has dropped down to 30-70 now. Just 4-5 months back, it was 80-20. 80% home, 20% office. Now it's other way around. It's 30% home, 70% office. So have your mindset. If it's Pune, also you have to go to office. Okay. Fine. So please prepare for it. That is only my say to you guys. Cool that once you come, I see you guys. I want to see you guys all. Okay. You have to be very, very smart in choosing the optics. And you have to be very smart in there. When she says you have 5 opportunities, right? You must be thinking only 5. Right? But when you choose wisely and when you prepare towards it, 5 is a good. But when you have to just choose, either you'll choose or you'll think and choose. Right? When you just choose, 5 is a less number. It's not, it's very less number. When you think and choose, it's a bigger number. So that is the idea. You need to be smart. But that doesn't mean everything stops you guys choosing the option. You need to be smart. You have to see now again. I think few of you had a question when it comes to the client thing, right? Right. So I tell you one graph. The graph is pain graph. The pain graph goes like this. You are in a brand. Let's suppose you are working with HP, right? You started applying for an interview with TCS, maybe after a year, right? So HP, let's suppose you get it 4 months. You applied at TCS and they grab you, and you get 6 or 7. But when you go from HP to middle level company, small level company, kind of a startup, your package will be 10 lakhs. Right? When your package will be 10 lakhs, next, again choose a brand. It is going to be 12 lakhs. HP, right? Self.ai, TCS. Again a brand. Again third jump, fourth jump, then from 12 to 20. Because it's again a mid level or small. So you have to be wise in choosing your company. Small companies are not bad companies. Middle level companies are not a bad company. If you choose brand with us, go for smaller company. If you choose smaller company, go for brand mix. Because middle and smaller is like good. That should be the graph. But if you go brand, yeah, you will get a brand, not at a size. So, see any resume of your friends if they are working in a brand, any of your senior or somebody who are working in brands for last 10 years or 15 years, this has been very good. Anybody who is with the brand and then small, then brand, then small, medium, and also I so this is you are just a thinker. So you guys are lucky you're getting all this kind of support. My time is no support as such. We have to spend 10 lakhs to do our ideas. Right? So when you're getting this kind of support, just spending 1 or 2 lakhs and doing good in your career, right? Be a Google editor, but he was on to study something. There is a benefit that you guys have, right? So think about a time when when you need anything, you open dictionary and check the words. Or maybe you have to refer some books. Right? Those are also good times. These are also good times. How you have to use it. Everything is in your phone. Plus, you again covered one more topic when it comes to your ethical behavior. So when you are given the interview, what happens is these days clients are taking online interviews. So 80% of clients are taking online interviews. Because at the end of the day, when they finish the interview, say, come join us at our location. Right? So clients becomes more smart, more spending. They feel that the person is ready, let's take an interview, involving qualification. So like I have 80% of the interviews are happening online. For interview, you don't have to go. Interview is coming at your doorstep. Now, what you have to do is when you guys are taking the interview, ensure that you are being followed in front of the camera, you not misusing the camera. So let's suppose something dropped out. Statement can drop down, can I be able? So giving the interview, you do like this, and you come back like this. What do you think? It's common sense. Right? So you have to ensure that, and then you come to me and say that sir, I don't know what the reason, what the heck client come back to. And the client will come back with what? Rejection. And you feel that my interview went very good. Right? What is the point? So this is ethical, unethical behavior. Keep your ethical behavior by behavior. You doesn't know, that's okay. You have a next opportunity. Right? But that doesn't mean that you have something called Google and Google just giving answers. It's not acceptable. Why it's not acceptable? I might choose the time. Because you're not representing yourself, you're representing the market as well. So they'll have the impression the marketers learning students are not. It happens. The story happens every month. It generally happens with the new batches. So that's why, just to eliminate all these possibilities, I'm here in front of you to say all this point. All right. So I think everything is clear, right? So if you have any pointers, you have anything you have anything to ask right now, please ask me. But we'll keep it, not the end. This is just the first introduction,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Luckily, you guys have 3 more introductions with us. But keep reminding you. When is the next one, right?
Level 2.
Next one.
I think July end.
Next one.
Depends on how soon are they completing with the topics.
Right. And how soon you are ready? You promise me, sir, I'll that the interview will take through. Come to me, say something back. I tell it's open. But you can't cover animal comments, it's not the problem. Right? always apply for SQL Pythons. So your success in the audit, we are the supporter here. We definitely support. Okay. Thanks.